Welcome to Positive Energy with Crystals. My name's Hillary, and this is part of my series where I work with a crystal for an entire month. I research it, I carry it with me, I learn about it, and then I tell you what I learned, what I didn't like, what I liked, what happened, all that. So for the month of March, I chose Goldstone. And this is the piece I carried because it was kind of that little bit smaller than this piece. So this is actually red goldstone. I do have a piece of blue goldstone. And then when I was doing the research, I found out there's green goldstone too, which I have marked on my wish list on Bliss Crystals. So hopefully someday soon I will have all the goldstone colors. Some people don't like goldstone because it's man-made. It's not a natural occurring. It's actually a man-made glass infused with copper particles, cobalt, chromium, and magnesium, which makes it that sparkly color. The reason I chose goldstone for March was you're coming out of the dark January and February, being cooped up. I needed some sparkle. And oh my gosh, I am it's just you'll see. It makes me so happy and I love it, and now I'm all scattered and don't want to pay attention to my notes. I just want to sit here and look at it and hold it. Anyway, so let's get back to notes. That binging noise, if you hear binging, it's kind of windy and raining outside, and I'm tired of waiting to record, so hopefully I'm talking louder than the rain and the wind and the binging noise. Hopefully you're just not hearing any of that though. So, goldstone is good for protection. It deflects unwanted energies. It was sort of low-key to me. The black tourmaline that I carry in my daily carry crystals is way stronger than the protection from the goldstone, but I still felt it. It's just, it was sort of in a different way too, because like black tourmaline absorbs a negative energy and the goldstone deflects it, so I don't feel it as much. The black tourmaline, I can feel that it absorbs it. The goldstone, I don't feel that deflection, which means it's working, but I could tell that it was doing it. It's hard to explain, and I don't know how to explain it better, but it was good. So goldstone helps you achieve goals and increase ambition, feel resurgence of creativity that may have been hampered, and this one makes me very hyper. Yes. Lots of yes. I don't know, I've got notes and I still don't know where to start. So let's start with the YouTube channel. I was so excited about reaching 100 subscribers by the end of 2024. My goal was to get to 100 by the end of last year. And I did. And it was awesome. I was so excited. But March was my biggest growth in the entire history of my channel. I think I've been doing this for 3 years. And I think I'm at like 135 right now. And from the 100 to the 135, most of that happened in March. And I want to thank everybody that shared my channel, especially Summer from Astaria Ascend and Rochelle from Amethyst Ascension. I know most of you watching this came over from one of their channels, and I'm so grateful that they shared, and I think it's great that they shared, and I appreciate them. And I know there's several others and I can't think of them because I'm extremely hyper right now, but if you shared any of my videos, my channel, whatever, Anytime, not just in March. Thank you. So, the help, the help thing, achieve the goals thing that helped with that. Um, increase ambition and a resurgence of creativity. I have been having so much fun with my series Crystal recommendations for fictional characters. In March, I started doing. I think it was March. I don't think it was February. Maybe it sort of started in February, but March is when it really took off. The uh, recommendations for the tarot characters, and I'm using Lisa Pepez's book Unlocking the Tarot. Um, if you haven't seen, I've got 2 videos out right now doing the characters of the major arcana. One this morning, I got an email saying that the second one was age restricted because of the nudity in the Lovers and the Devil card. So, no, I don't think there's anybody under 18 that watches this, but I'm still gonna. I did a rebuttal on it, and we'll see what happens. I'll let you know in the next tarot video. But anyway, I had so much fun figuring that out. And then the Supernatural one, that one, I love the Supernatural TV show, and coming up with crystals to help those guys out was so much fun. I'm gonna do a part 2 to Supernatural where I'm gonna do like Rowena, Jody Mills, probably Jack, and a few others. I gotta narrow it down. There's still so many characters, but I can't. I need to just do one more video of that one. So be watching out for that one too. But it's so much fun. I loved it. Another thing, and I forgot to grab it, so I need to go grab it. So in my White Tiger Emporium crystals, or in my White Tiger Emporium Etsy shop, I came up, let's do with well, I started it before, but in March I really figured everything out. Came up with these little altar kits. Right now, I think I only have the Sabbats. I have some Gods and Goddesses ones that I'm working on too. I'm still kind of organizing, and I gotta take pictures and stuff. But this is so cool, and I love this so much. So, what it is, so for, this is the Sabbat one, but it's kind of the God and Goddesses one is really, really similar to this. So I've got a pendant and a token. The pendant can be used like on an oil bottle. I've got this big white wooden block that I'm going to put mine on so it'll hang. I also have got like full moon, and I can put what zodiac sign, and I can't remember what else I'm going to do. I'm still kind of figuring it out, which is why I'm not showing it. I'll show it when I figure it out. But I'm going to love it so much. But you can also use it for a label on a candle, a like oil bottle, whatever. And then this I put in, I've got little bowls. Here, let's just use this. You can add crystals, so pretend the Goldstone goes there. And then you can I put that kind of up there. And then these bigger ones are things to go along with it. So for like Yule, we've got a bear, we've got candles, we've got a snowflake, we've got an evergreen tree, a deer, and a Yule log. So you kind of arrange them how you want. And it kind of is just like a little mini altar space for whatever. Now the Gods and Goddesses, these act more like offering I think I actually call these offering tokens. I don't have them totally organized yet, so so I'm not showing them. But I've got my Hestia one set up, and I've got a Poseidon one set up. I don't want to show them because I've got other stuff on their altars that I didn't ask if it was okay to share it. And I don't want to upset anybody. Especially right now, when they're very busy taking care of stuff. But I also came up with, I've got, so here is full moon, there's pendants, and where's the tokens? Are they in there too? No. Oh, because this is what I was, okay, so I've got these tokens, and this is what I came up with these, where I did the, what each full moon is, and the name of it, or the month, and then the name of it. And then there's also one in there, there's like a blue moon. I think that's, but it's got all of them. And that white block I was going to talk about, I've got that too. But, or these are going to hang on there too. And then I can also put, like, if it's a full moon in Leo, they can go together. I want to start working more with the cycle stuff. And this was kind of part of this, doing the Sabbats, the moons, the zodiac, stuff like that. So there's the full moon. There's they also have the tokens, but I'm keeping the pendants out. And then for the rest of, I've got, well, there's full moon, just generic full moon, waxing gibbous, all the phases that I can use too. And then I've got these in tokens too. So I came up with all that during March. I'm still working out the gods and goddesses ones because I kind of went a little crazy, and then I had my husband engrave them all, and I'm very happy he did. I'm very happy with them, and he did a great job, and he had lots of patience with me, and I'm glad he is very patient, because I kind of drove myself crazy once in a while. Oh, my dog is up. But it's raining, so she doesn't really want to go outside. So I'm going to ignore her right now. Anyway, so I'm still working on the deities. Those will be in my shop. I will put a link to my White Tiger Emporium Etsy shop down below if you want to check any of that out. And let's see what else. Another goal is we're getting closer to actually being able to get a house. This piece that I carried with me, I am going to add this to my manifestation bowl, and I feel like since I connected with it through March, that I think this piece will be really good to work to help us get to that goal of being able to get a house. And I think putting this piece in there will make it work faster. I got very ambitious about growing a small garden this year. It needed to be easy to move and low maintenance. I figured out how to make self-watering planters, also called earth boxes, for my strawberries and my tomatoes. I'm going with plants this year. I don't have the space to do seed germination, so I went and bought plants. I got a bunch of flowers. I found some smaller self-watering pots for flowers. And I got basil in one. And I also got the plants for those. And I am so excited and motivated to work on that little garden. I will try to put pictures. I've got little guardian gnomes. I'm working with gnomes now. And I love it, and it gets me outside. Now today it's pouring rain, and even my poor dog who wants to go outside to take care of business, we aren't going outside very much today. But once it stops raining, I'll go outside and make sure. I need to add some more dirt to a couple of the pots. I was trying to hurry to get it done before the rain started the other day, and it needs a little bit more work, but I'm excited to go work on it. And hopefully I usually start a garden and it doesn't go so well, but I'm very, very, very motivated and have lots of ambition to work on it. What else happened? The crystal organization trays. I had to get 2 more trays for my smaller pieces, and that I've got here in the camper with us. Plus, I was decluttering the trays, so pretty much every crystal has its own slot now. It and you should have seen. Hopefully, I just recorded the other one, where I show the trays, and I'm participating in Rochelle's spring cleaning hashtag. So go watch that video for more explanation on that. So I actually did all that before Rochelle started the hashtag. So I got so much done in March, and it was so nice. Goldstone also helps with a positive attitude and confidence and builds energy. Yes, again. I haven't really had much of a positive attitude for a while, or confidence, but March I did, and it was sometimes a little too much. I sometimes even exhausted myself once, and it was nice. It's what I needed for March. I was getting really down and just not caring about stuff, and when I chose it, the Goldstone, is because it's sparkly, and that was the only reason I chose Goldstone for March, and it was perfect. Let's see. Goldstone also helps, it calms stability and recenters you. Yes, even though all of the previous stuff made me a little hyper that I listed before, I was able to focus that hyper energy into a productive way and not let it take off in an unfocused direction. I could stay focused on what I was working on, the goal I was focusing on, the things I needed to do to get things done. It was amazing. Let's see. Goldstone will go on to health stuff. I didn't really notice any of this, but I was so focused on other stuff in March. I don't know. Remember, don't replace medical advice and medication with crystals. Use them to support your doctor's recommendations and prescriptions. Hi, puppy. Oh, I gotta scratch the dog while I talk. It helps reduce stomach tension, allows long distance healing, alleviates migraines and eye ailments. My bad headaches have gotten better, but that's probably because of the medical stuff that I've been taking care of. I've been seeing progress with that, and I think that's why my bad headaches are pretty much going away. So in conclusion, I love Goldstone. I am going to use it so much, and I'm going to get the green one, and I've got the blue one to work with. I want more. I want some more small pieces for crystal grids. I want a tower, jewelry, etc. I actually found a pyramid. I don't have a pyramid shaped crystal, and I found a pyramid Goldstone. I can't remember if it was Bliss or somebody else that it's on their website, and I want a pyramid Goldstone. I think that would be amazing as a centerpiece for a manifestation crystal grid. I think that would be awesome. This crystal goes on my top 10 list. First time I was actually sad about ending my monthly work. I wanted to keep going, but the crystal I chose for this month, April, it doesn't really counteract it. It just kind of calms it down. I'll explain that here in a little bit. But I was actually really sad to stop my work. But I'm technically not going to stop my work with because I'm going to add this piece to my manifestation bowl. I'll put this piece away for now. I want, like this piece, I think it was actually meant, the way it's shaped, I think it was meant to at some point be a pendant. Like, put a screw in here, and I think it was actually supposed to be a pendant. But I want to get a pendant and maybe some earrings, stuff like that. So in April, I am working with garden quartz. I wasn't sure what to choose next after my experience in March, and it was hard. I honestly didn't know what to do, and so I chose garden quartz because I started a garden. That's the only reason. And garden quartz really doesn't have much to do with gardening. It's called garden quartz, and we'll go over that more in well, it'll be May's video about what I did in April. So that's the only reason I chose it. But if you've got any questions about Goldstone, put the questions in the comments. If you've worked with Goldstone, I'd love to hear other people's experience with Goldstone, especially because there's a lot of people that don't like Goldstone because it is man-made. But look at it, it's so pretty. And this piece really, the ring light really likes this piece, so we'll focus on the one I carried. It's so pretty, and I highly recommend it. I love it. I'm gonna get more, and I should end this video now because all I'm doing is sitting here looking at the pretty sparkly crystal. So let me know your experience or if you've got questions, and I will see you next time.